Shalom. Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, to the Akim doing the work in truth and sincerity, as well as the few Akwat that listen and learn. This is Brother Shawar with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And the title of this lesson is Invest in the World to Come. And what's the world to come? The world to come is the kingdom of heaven. That will be governed, is basically the kingdom and the rulership of the Israelites. That will start with Yahweh Shai, King David, and 144,000. And those are the men that are a part of the 1/3, the elect that are going to be delivered in this time, that were the prophets and basically the servants of the Lord and the new judges of the world to come. And that's how it's going to be in the kingdom, man. Those are the men that are going to rule, over all the nations under Yahweh Shai. And the kingdom is going to be for the Israelites, even a regular Israelite, an Israelite that dies on this side and comes back into the kingdom. They're going to be blessed beyond measure. They're not going to be on the level of, those that were doing the work and those that were, part of the elect. But they're still going to be blessed beyond measure and on a much higher level than the other nations. But the main point being, this is what we need to invest in, man. We need to invest in, the kingdom to come. And the thing about this investment is that this is a very spiritual investment. It's all faith. It's all faith, which we know is a gift from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Ephesians 2:8. The faith that we have to believe in the truth, to believe in this knowledge, the spirit to do lessons, to go on the highways and hedges, to pray, call on the names, study, so on and so forth. This is all faith, man. It's all through faith. Even though there is, some carnal proof of certain things, for the most part, the Lord has just blessed us with the spirit of faith. So we have to just invest in the world to come, because this world that we have in front of us, the world that we live in now, is a world built for our destruction. And the Lord didn't put us in this world to necessarily destroy us. I did a lesson on this not too long ago. He put us through this, or in this world, to teach us a lesson, to show us, what happens when you trust in wickedness, and you steer off from the ways of righteousness. But this world that Esau has, the so-called white man that he's built up, is still, it technically is made to destroy us. We're not made as Israelites to prosper in this world. Everything that we do is going to be hard and difficult and stressful, even if you do sell out. A lot of those celebrities that sell out, most of them, they're not happy with their life. They're not happy, with where they are, even with all that money, all the cars and the status and the women and they're, a lot of them are regretting what they did to even get there. And they're really stressed, man, behind the scenes. So this world is just not meant for us to prosper, man. It's not, no matter what we do, not to mention the curses pursuant to Deuteronomy 28th chapter, we're always going to have a hard time trying to make it in this world. That's just how it is. That's why we got to invest in the world to come. But only the elect in this time is going to have this faith to believe in it and actually invest in the world to come, into the kingdom. Because what we have coming is beautiful, man. It's so, so much. It's just it's not even comparable, what we have coming compared to what we have now. It's not even comparable. We just have to continue to do the work, continue to believe and endure unto the end. And, Yahweh Ratazah, man, those of us who are sincere be delivered. So let's get into some scriptures and, we'll see what the Spirit does, but I don't want to make this too long. So this is Matthew 6:20. It reads, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart also, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. And the scriptures say, if they don't speak according to this word, that means there is no light in them. And majority of this world, of the people in this world, they don't speak according to the ways of the scriptures. They don't speak according to the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, they're really spiritually dead and just ignorant people, you know, and they pretty much trust in oppression and trust in wickedness. So this is a world of darkness, man. A world of darkness that's just going to destroy you, and that is slowly destroying you, you know, as we speak. You know, we're all being in some way, shape or form, we're being attacked, you know, to be destroyed. Whether it's the air, you know, the food you eat, you know, even to go as deep as the fabrics that we wear, mixing the fabrics, which is against the law because it messes with the frequency of the body. You know, everything, man. You know, the radiation from these devices that we use, man. So there's so many things that's just constantly around us that's built for our destruction. You know, and on a bigger scale, which is kind of what inspired the lesson, was really just, you know, your job and even your family, your woman, your mom, your pops, your kids. Sometimes, you know, some situations those things could be cool, but it's other things that will be, you know, it will be the other things that will throw you off and you know, you'll be catching hell from. But a lot of the times it's you know, it's the job and it's the woman and stuff like that. You know, it's constant, man. It's constant. You know, we will never, and this is what a lot of Israelites just can't get this. You know, Esau's world is not meant for us, man. We have to depart and detach and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the world to come. That's the only way we're going to receive true peace, you know, true sovereignty, true justice, and real blessings that nobody can take from us, as we just read. You know, because if we store up our treasures in heaven, you know, in the world to come, nobody's going to be able to take away, you know, that crown that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to put on our head. You know, Yahweh Shai, you know, when he comes back, man, we want to hear him say, thou good and faithful servant. You know, we want him to say that, you know, that we accomplished the mission, man, and that we are worthy. You know, because this world, man, it's just gonna kill you. You know, to just put it bluntly, it's just gonna kill you. In some way, shape, or form, it's gonna end up killing you, man. So let's continue reading. Where are we at? Verse 23. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve the Most High and Mammon, right? So you're either going to be for the truth, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, or for this world. There's no in between. You know? And if you're on the fence, you're really on the other side. You're really on the side of the world. You got to be all in, man. You got to be ready to forsake everything in this world for the Lord. Because the Lord is going to give it back to us 100-fold in the kingdom anyway. What's that, Matthew 13 chapter? Right? So we're going to get everything back 100-fold, man. And more than that. But we got to show the Lord, you know, that we're willing to die and lose everything for his word, for the truth, for that salvation. And for, you know, for rulership, for an everlasting rulership, you know, with immortality, spiritual power, our nation in order, perfect bodies, dominion over the nations and the universe under Yahushua. That's worth it. It's not even close. See, but a lot of Israelites can't, they just don't have the eyesight, man, to see past this place. They can't see, and especially women. You see it a lot with women, man. A lot of women, it's very hard for them to envision something that's not tangible or envision something that's not in front of them, Of course, it's everybody, the men too, but I'm just saying, even with things not pertaining to the truth, you see women have a hard time with that, man. And that's basically Israel as a whole. They have a hard time just seeing past this place, because it's pretty much Stockholm syndrome, man. They can't see a world without Esau ruling. That's basically what it comes down to. They don't even have most Israelites don't even have a ruling class mentality at all. They can't even imagine rulership. That's not something they even desire. It doesn't cross their mind. But you see pretty much all these Israelites, man, that aren't in the spirit of the Lord, that aren't trying to get right with our power, with our heritage, they're all going to be destroyed, man, pursuant to Zechariah 13:8. And they're going to come back in the kingdom in their right mind. But at the end of the day, man, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, he's going to bless the nation of Israel, but starting with the elect in this time, man. And we're going to have the last laugh. We're going through all this BS right now, the curses, trouble in the flesh. As I said earlier, it could be anything, job, family, whatever. But if we endure to the end, man, we will have the last laugh, man. It's going to be worth it, It's going to be, so worth it, man, that it's really not even comparable. This is going to seem like a faint dream in the kingdom. We just got to finish the race. But you have to, you basically got to put all your eggs in the basket of the kingdom of heaven. You know how they say in the world, don't put all your eggs in one basket? So other doors, there's other opportunities for you, whatever it may be that you're dealing with. For the truth, man, you got to put all your eggs in the basket of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Every last one. Because the Lord is in control of everything. Nothing is impossible with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Absolutely nothing. The Lord can do things that, man, we can't even, you'll bug yourself out trying to think about. But see, these people would rather, they're trusting in the world, man. They're trying to serve two masters, especially these Israelites that claim to be in the truth, man. They're one foot in, one foot out. Really, like I said, you're out. This world is not for us, man. There's nothing in this world, even though sometimes in the flesh, and I'm talking to myself as well, man. It may seem like you're missing out on certain things. It may seem like, because a lot of brothers, man, sisters as well, but mostly the brothers, we turn down a lot of opportunity in the world. A lot of brothers could have been, what you would call big time in the world in certain, areas, whether it be athletics, entertainment, just, business, whatever. But for the sake of the truth, man, the Lord put us on a path and put a spirit on us to not go down that route, to forsake those things, because we understand, and, the Wadi Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that he put the spirit on us to believe and trust in the world to come. Right? So this is 1 Corinthians 7:31. It reads, "And they that use this world, as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away." Right? So now we use the world, meaning we got jobs and you do certain things. You have, you may have some people, you have a life, but you're not so indulged into the things of this world that you're, that's pretty much your main focus, man. Your main focus is still the truth, still Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, still deliverance and obtaining salvation and the kingdom, the world to come. Because we know what? We just read it. The fashion of this world is going to pass away. This is temporal. This is a world, especially in Babylon the Great, the whole world really, though, is built for the downfall of the Israelites, man. And you see what they're trying to do now. They're trying to implement a whole new system. They're trying to, cut that population down, get everybody with the CHI to the P, the charagma, and have everybody basically serve the elites, pretty much. And they want to be like the Most High and rule in that manner. That's pretty much what they're trying to do right now. But we know the Lord is going to intervene, and our deliverance is going to come in the midst of the destruction of Babylon the Great and this wicked infrastructure of the whole world, but primarily Babylon the Great, which is America in the scriptures. So this is getting ready to pass away, right? So it's futile to believe in this place, and you shouldn't even believe in this place anyway. What reason do we have to put our trust into this place and to put our trust into this devil? What have they shown us? They haven't shown us anything but hate, death, and destruction, man. These other nations as well, man. They, for the most part, man, they showed Jake, their hatred and disdain for Jake. That's all they show. And their jealousy, even at our lowest estate, man. That's all they show, man. And this world is made for our sakes. It tells us that in 2nd Esdras, man. The world was made for the sakes of the Israelites. So we're meant to rule this world. That's why the world is always, in a messed up state, because of these heathen nations are ruling. And yes, the Lord did let them rule. But as I went into earlier, man, there's a teaching point through all of this, man. A bigger reason why the Lord is putting us through all these things, for us to learn from it. That's what it's for. But the earth was truly made for us to rule, the nation of Israel. And that's what's going to happen in our kingdom. So why would you not look forward to it? Why would you not want to invest in that? It only makes sense, man. Especially the way this world is going now. But it comes down to faith, man. And the Lord chooses. The Lord chooses who he wants to believe. The elect is predestinated, man. And we just hope to be a part of that number. And, we're in the truth. If you're sincere, you believe in 100% truth, you're on the right path, man. But the elect is going to endure unto the end. Right? So this is Mark 4:19, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It reads, "And the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful." Right? So you get too indulged in this world, too caught up in the things of this world, man, you become unfruitful. You basically stop, taking the work as serious, doing the lessons and going to the highways and hedges, or you don't pray as much. You don't study as much. You don't watch lessons as much. You're just not involved in things of the Lord as much. The more you indulge into the world. And next thing you know, the destruction hits, the day of the Lord comes in, and you've been slacking. That's not what you don't want to be in that position, man. You don't want to be in that position. You want to go as hard as you can until the famine of the word hits, to where, you feel like you put your all in. And let the Lord do the rest. You want to build up that relationship, and as we read it in the opening scripture, Matthew 6, man, that we're supposed to put our treasures in heaven, man, so in the times of trouble, man, in the times of Jacob's trouble, when we really need deliverance, when we need our Savior to help us out, man. He's there for us because we put our treasures in heaven. We put our heart, in the things to come. In Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Not in the things of this world that are wicked and, that are going to pass away. And you see a lot of Israel. This happens to a lot of Israelites, man. A lot of guys fall out just because of, just certain lust and riches in the world. That could be, a good job, a woman. A lot of times it's a woman. These women will get you caught up, man. These women will destroy you. They don't have, these women are not in the truth. They're not, there are sincere sisters. Of course, I'm not talking about them. Of course not. But most women, they will just lead you to a path of destruction, man. They're just going to lead you to your death. That's pretty much, the consensus, man. They're just going to lead you to your death. And that goes for other things in this world too. But woman just happens to be the main thing because of that natural, want and attraction to a woman as men. That happens to be the main thing, man. So that's why you got to put all that stuff to the side. Deal accordingly, but put all that stuff to the side, man. The truth comes first. Right? This is Micah 2:10. It reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Right? This place is not our rest, man. This is Babylon is pretty much a big ass jail cell for the Israelites. A big ass prison for the Israelites for us to serve out our sentence, which is, because we disobeyed the commandments of the Heavenly Father that He gave us, man. We broke that first covenant, right? Now we're going to come into the second covenant after the deliverance, where He's going to put the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, pursuant to Jeremiah 31st chapter. I'm pretty sure the 33rd verse. So we're going to be made perfect and be programmed to just not go off at all, to be righteous 100% of the time as a nation. So that's what's coming. But that's something that we have to believe in and invest in, and hope for. That goes to that faith, man. Hebrews 11:1. Matter of fact, let me get that precept real quick. Because this is the separator, man. This is just what most people, especially Israelites, they just don't have. This is Hebrews 11:1. It reads, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Right? We can't see the kingdom right now. We can't see these things, in our face. But we believe it's coming, man, through faith, which is a gift from on high. Ephesians 2:8, as I mentioned earlier. So this is it, man. This is what we have to believe in and put all our eggs in a basket of, is this truth. Because it will pay off, man. It will pay off. The Lord, the Lord is not a man that He should lie. Scriptures tell us that, right? And He hasn't. The Lord He's always, His word, everything has happened exactly how His word said it would. And He's shown us in our daily lives certain things to know that He's there and He's with us, and that His words are faithful and true. It's really, the spiritual demon Satan that plagues our mind and tries to, steer us away from what we know to be true, man. Because we know this, man. We know, those of us who are sincere in the truth, that believe, the brothers and the sisters, we know, man, because we see. At the end of the day, we know, but this flesh and, everything around us, it tries to pull us away. But we got to just continue to fight the good fight of faith and endure until the end, man. And we will, we're going to have those tears of joy. It tells us in Revelation, the Lord's going to wipe off all our tears and that sorrow that we were going through as a nation, as individuals. And it's just, we'll actually get to live, man, and enjoy life. So just keep going. Let's get a few more and then we'll close it out. And just, let's get back to the point. Because, like I said, man, this world will just drag you into destruction. So this is Ecclesiastes 7:7. It reads, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." Right, a gift. And that's not to say you can't receive a gift. You can't, get somebody something, a nice gift or whatever. It just means, when you receive, too many, riches or, things that please the flesh, it can destroy your mind. It can take you away from the things of the Lord. It can make you proud. It can make you, just carnally minded, really proud, because you're not going to feel like you need the Lord because you have everything, or you have all these nice things. And this is what Esau does to our people. Offers them, basically it's really crumbs of what he has, dealing with the elites, and the people that, the lesser luminaries, the lower level elites. They give Jake the crumbs of that stuff, and Jake never had nothing, so Jake does whatever to get it. But it destroys your heart, man. It makes you, you have to do wicked things to get it. Keeps you on a wicked path. Keeps you away from, acknowledging that the Lord gave this to you in the first place. That's why we're supposed to pray for poverty nor riches, man. Because all we need is to be balanced, man. That's all we need is just balance, right? Until the Lord comes to, deliver us, man. So this is last scripture, and then I'll close it out. This is Matthew 16:25. It reads, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it." And this is Yahushua speaking. And whosoever, Salakia, will lose his life for my sake shall find it. Let me read that again. Matthew 16:25. "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it." So those who are willing to forsake everything, as we said earlier, for the Lord, they're going to find life. But those who aren't willing, who are trying to hold on to things of this world, and they're caught up in this life, they'll lose their life in trying to save it, right? Verse 26, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man shall come in his glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works," man. And this is for both men and women. What is it going to profit you if, you gain the whole world? Let's say you're a big time rapper, but you had to sell out to do it. You had to forsake the Lord and do all these wicked things to get it. Or, even people that aren't on that level, people in the world who just, who work their whole lives, just to obtain a job, or, or a woman who, who do whatever just to obtain, something that they want in the world. It could be anything, but they'll do just wickedness, and they'll forsake what's right, what's righteous, just to do it. They've destroyed their soul, man. These people go out their way just to fulfill their flesh, is basically what I'm saying. But they're destroying their soul. These Israelites out here, man, they're destroying their soul. They're not taking heed to the truth, man, and to the ways of the Lord, man, which is the light. They're just, they're seeking darkness, really. And to them, it seems like it's the right thing to do because the Lord has them blinded. But they're destroying their soul because they're not willing to forsake everything for the Lord. And in return, the Lord is going to give us everything back we lost and more. But they can't see it, man. They don't have faith. So we're all going to get, judged according to our works, man. So we just got to continue to hope and pray that we're, part of that number. We're a part of the elect and enduring to the end. All right. So Lord's will, this is uplifting and edifying in the spirit. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakudash, Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and Abba Ball.
Because the Lord is going to restore everything. You're going to have a total different vibration on the earth, a total different smell. You're not going to be walking down the street and smell shit and piss, and no foul odors or nothing like that, because the lungs of the earth are going to be given back to it, which is all these trees and all of these flowers, and it's going to be a whole total different vibration. You're going to see the aura and how things are going to change and how elevated things are going to be. Our senses are going to be heightened, Everything about us is going to be glorified.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary. And I will make the place of my feet glorious.
We can look at the earth today, and there are still, even though this devil has destroyed and ruined the earth and polluted the world, polluted the air, polluted the waters, polluted the food and the people and everything, and the earth itself, there are still places on earth that are so breathtaking and so beautiful, even though it's still tainted, but it's just so beautiful to look at. You know, being there can probably take off, you know, or bring you back 5-10 years, make you 5 or 10 years younger, 15-20 years younger, just by the presence, the aura of that place. So just imagine how much greater the kingdom is going to be when the Most High has on his right hand there are pleasures forevermore. You know, imagine how much greater, how much more beautiful the kingdom of heaven is going to be once it's established. You know, and these are things that we have to keep in mind, because this is what we're fighting for.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah.